The business plan introduced today is a team effort to improve Main Street and the surrounding area.
So what is a bid? It's where businesses in a defined area work together and agree common goals to improve the economic potential and environment of the place.
Business Improvement District essentially is place management. As if you go to a shopping centre and you see it all beautiful, there's a team behind the scenes in that shopping centre putting the adverts out, managing the cleaners, making sure that the relevant shops are on the high street, things are looking good, the professional standards are up to date. So this is exactly what we're going to be doing.
The government has promised to match the funds raised by the private businesses pound for pound. The bid team is aiming to invest a total of £4 million in the area over 5 years.
The idea is to improve the product. Main Street perhaps has been lacking a little bit of life, and I think it's time to invest in that. Having said that, this is the right time, even more so with COVID. And I said so in my speech earlier that it's important that we don't rest on our laurels. We need to be prepared for this. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Let's be clear about this. So the fact that the government is going to invest is very important, and this is a partnership with the private sector, and I think that's very important.
Incentivizing people to shop, eat food and live in Gibraltar's town centre is, adds commercial value to all stakeholders, including property owners, retailers, office space, everyone within the bid.
With the government's backing, which is a pound for pound backing, we've got people thinking, well, how can I go wrong with this? We're going to improve everything around my business, and it's only cost me a very little bit of money. And when people see the amount of money they need to pay, I think they'll be saying, well, of course, it's a no-brainer. Let's just go for this.
It's expected that 70% of businesses would be asked to pay less than £1 per day.
It couldn't come at a better time. Without a doubt, we're facing a potentially adverse economic landscape. We have retailers which are having to face changing consumer trends and are having to really self-reflect and change. What the bid provides is a framework for this change, and it allows to unite different stakeholders, property owners, retailers, offices, under one common theme or one common goal, which is revitalization of the town area.
So the key to a bid is that it's a professionally managed organisation. So it's professionally managed, it's managed by the businesses for the businesses, it brings together stakeholders, and at the end of the day it gets things done.
And part of that partnership would see the government bring in new legislation. Is that what's being worked on at present?
That's right. There is what is the a bid legislation. I've received a draft. I'm looking through it at the moment, and will be in position to present it in the next 2 or 3 weeks.
What happens next is really we're waiting for the legislation to come through Parliament, and really then it will be up to the business in the bid area to vote if they want the bid to come into place. And once that happens, and if people do vote yes, it comes into being, and we have the best part, as I said, £800,000 a year, £4 million over 5 years to invest. However, it can't come into being without that vote, and that's the thing we're asking now from businesses is go to our website, mainstreetbid.com. There'll be a video there that tells you what a bid is. The business plan will be there next week. Talk to our project manager, Jade.
The 5 key project areas that we've identified is on the basis of past research that we've done, so that's the Kaching Main Street Retail Report. It's also extensive business consultation and discussions with other key stakeholders, and that will all be available from next week on mainstreetbid.com.
Sometimes Main Street traders are failing at a more basic level, such as displaying pricing.
Okay, so that is all about professionalism. We need to be having the first price as a right price. The world has changed. Online is very competitive.
We're going to say to those consumers, we're going to make Gibraltar and Main Street a better place to shop, a better place to visit, a better place to eat, and a better place to spend time. So it's a win-win for everyone.
Bid organisers echoed comments made by Mr. Darianani that while improving the Main Street area was important before COVID-19, it's now become even more important.